Hi guys, Britt here from SalesScreen, and I am going to walk you through our latest release, which is going to make managing your metrics and building content within the SalesScreen platform so much easier and so much simpler and much more organized. So let's dive in. First thing we're going to do is head over to the Manage menu over here, and we're going to go to our metrics. You can see here that on my metrics, I've got some pretty distinct naming conventions. And the reason why is because now you have a lot more flexibility and customization when it comes to building out metrics. So you're going to want to be very descriptive when you are creating new metrics. So let's head over to our new metric tab. And the first thing that I'm going to do here, I'm kind of going to skip the naming and the description for now. I'm going to come over here to my activity type and I'm going to select my activity type. So I think what I want to do is I want to do sales. And because my team sells a couple of different types of insurance, I'm going to pick car insurance. I want this to be car insurance. So let's head over to the formula. Here you can see all the different ways that you can create your metric and make it more flexible and make it a little bit more comprehensive to what you're trying to do. And this is really going to be super helpful for you guys when you are building out dashboard widgets, when you are building out achievements, and when you are building out competitions. So I think that what I'm going to do is the average. I think I do want to do the average amount of sales, and I think I'm going to do it in revenue rather than quantity. So now that we have that, I'm going to name it, and I'm going to name it as average revenue car insurance. And this is our description is going to be the average revenue generated from car insurance policies sold. And we're going to do some tags. You do have the option for tags here. So I'm going to do sale because this is going to be a sale, but then I'm going to add a tag and I'm going to add car. So we know that it is also a car insurance sale and you can filter by tags the next time that you want to take a look at your metrics. So we've got our title, average revenue car. We've got our description that explains what the metric is. We have the formula that we're going to be following, which is going to be average revenue. So now let's go over to our formatting section. This is the last element of creating a metric. And I'm going to do this in currency because this is revenue. And I'm going to prefix this. My team is based in the US. I don't know if anybody caught that, but they're from New York Rangers. And we're going to shorten this because we sell a lot of car insurance. So we want to shorten it. All right, so our metric is created. We're going to do that. Beautiful. And you can see here that we have the average revenue of car, we have the average revenue of renters, and you can have both of those as widgets. You can run competitions on both of these. So let's go over into the competition and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Now, prior to this new release of the metric forms, if you wanted to create a competition on average revenue sold, you would kind of have to know that and you would have to pick this competition. Now we've decided to update our forms. So now, while it looks like you have less competitions here than you did before, you actually have significantly more flexibility. So we're going to go to our standard competition here, and I'm going to create this competition. This is going to be a short one. We're just going to do for tonight into tomorrow, and I think that we're going to do it until 5 p.m. We're going to compete on a single metric, and we're going to compete on our average revenue car insurance policies. I think the way that I want to do this is by team. That gives everybody a better chance. I'm not going to set any goals, but I will pick my prizes here. So 500 for first place, 300 for second, 100 for third. We'll save those. We can take a look at our advanced options. We're doing this by team. I only have 2 teams, so showing the top X doesn't really make a difference. But if you had multiple teams that you were competing against, or if you were going to be doing this by user, then you could show however many you want here. Then you can also ensure that if there's a tie, that you can either manually select the winner or randomly select the winner. Great. So let's come over here. We're going to go to our title and let's do the sales showdown. Although I will show you that we do have a couple of other here that you could choose from, which is helpful. Now, I think that maybe what I'll do, my favorite layout, we have a bunch of new layouts, as you guys can see, and they're really nice. They're really sleek. They look really good on the TV screens. But I have to be honest with you, my absolute favorite competition layout is the spaceships. I love the way the little rockets go up and into the moon. So we're going to save and publish. I'm going to publish it to my playlist. I'm going to publish it to both of my feeds. And here you have the ability to email participants with competition milestones. I'm not going to do that, so I'm just going to toggle that off. And I'm going to save and publish. And so there you go. From the standard competition, you now have an average revenue competition and a much easier way of building out that competition as well. You're able to see everything that you're doing all in one form, as opposed to having to go through the steps one by one and not really knowing what you're building out. So that's really exciting. Let's also go over here to dashboard and let's create a new widget. So we have our new widget form here for the dashboards. You can also build out an activity flow widget. Gamification widgets are here as well. So you could build out an achievement or an XP levels. So here we go. I'm again going to do the average revenue by car insurance policies, and I'm going to view this again by team rather than user. And this kind of like isn't that nice, but then we're going to go over here to the pie chart. I think I want to view it as a pie chart. Ooh, Team West Coast really needs to pick it up. And you do have some privacy options down here as well if you wanted. This kind of only makes sense if you're doing it by user or if you have a lot of different teams. So we're going to create this widget here. And I'm also going to pop this back to the last month from October. So let's scroll on down. And there you can see that West Coast did much better last month. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to arrange this. This is our newest widget down at the bottom. And I think I'm going to bring them up so we can have both our average renters and our average car right here next to each other so we can see how the teams are competing on both of these insurance policies that we sell. So there you go. There you have it. That's how the new metric formula gives you better customization, better flexibility, and just an overall better experience building out metrics and also building out content here in the platform. If you have any questions, leave them down below, or you can always reach out to us on the support chat or directly to your CSM. We're always happy to help you. Thank you so much and happy gamifying.